preparing.
Setting up.
I'm gonna turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone.
Oh, I need to do that too.
Max rank and skills at level 6 is 9 or 10. Max rank and skills at level 6 is.
Hold on. It is your level plus 1.
Are you sure about that? Because I got 8 ranks in several of my skills. And that was at level 5.
That would be with bonuses, I would think.
No.
Or is it your level plus 3? Sorry, ladies and gentlemen who are watching. We're checking something. We play a pretty free-form version of Pathfinder. And we are double checking max rank.
Level plus 3.
Yep.
Okay, that's why you have 8.
Well, now I have 9.
Boom. You're so good at whatever that is.
Arcana?
So,
Yeah, I gotta be.
I'd hope so.
so
Right.
last session, you guys actually figured out what was going on at Westmore. But you did it without investigating all of Iris Hill, the manor. And I think you went back to town to resupply and take the, didn't you take a body back to the
Took the prisoner. We feared her and then tied her up and took her back.
Took the prisoner back to the Hall of Farandal. And I believe your plan was to go back to Iris Hill to finish investigating. Which should be interesting because I'm not sure what all's going to still be there.
Right, yeah, but
Nothing but the loot. We're just gonna pick up the loot.
Yeah, you were very quiet. Yeah, I'm not hearing Rachel at all.
He can't hear you. Did you mute your headphones?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I think I'm hearing you through Marcus's head.
yeah.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear
Okay.
you. That's good. So yeah, there may be loot and stuff. We'll have to see.
I mean,
How
at this
about
point,
more? How about more on the loot and less on the stuff?
I don't know about that. At this point, we could probably just go in the front door, right? We probably don't need to worry about backtracking through the sewer. The sewer.
Mhm.
No, we should walk in the front door.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I say we own this bitch now.
I mean, you can go first if you wanna own this bitch. Be one of those nights with the air quotes. I have a
Yeah.
feeling.
Guess so.
At least that's how my character would feel. I feel like we took down this bad person, right?
Right.
And either all the bad things that were following her either went away or are gonna be disorganized. So we could probably just go up in the front door and see what happens. It's up to you guys, I guess.
Well, it's your plan. Why don't you go first?
I'm just expressing how my character feels. I'm not saying that that's what we're gonna do. Just have one point of view, man.
Well, you guys discuss your plan. Let me know what y'all agree upon.
Well, you know what my character wants to do. I just want to walk in the front door.
I'm okay with the front door
I think
too.
we should knock first.
If anybody answers. What if somebody does answer?
Wouldn't be the first time. That vampire guy he talked back, answered.
Yeah, you
minute.
knocked on the coffin and he knocked back, right? Or so,
Mhm.
or moaned or screamed back or something.
He yelled at Brett a lot.
Yeah, I'm good for front door
I
assault.
miss that guy.
I'm good for it.
I don't. I got his head. Actually, no, I don't. The temple has his head, but still.
Yeah, that's true. They were investigating it.
Yeah.
But did you see the sign?
I didn't see a sign.
I saw the sign.
Mhm.
Opened up my eyes. I saw the sign.
No,
Nobody? Okay.
no,
Nope.
no.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, no. So the front door?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys march your way back up the hill toward the manor house, which, if you remember, was surrounded by that tall hedge, and it had a gatehouse, the set of double doors on the road, which are wide open.
They weren't wide open.
They
Right.
were, yeah. So I'm guessing some
Right.
people went fleeing.
Yep, they are wide open now.
Okay. I'm
Cool.
gonna creep up the steps and peek in and see what I can see inside the double doors.
Okay.
As a
It is a large stone gatehouse that breaks the thick hedge surrounding the estate. It's a squat building with a pair of double doors that were open on your side and another set that open on to the courtyard of the manor house. Don't think there's anything in here but some general, like a stack of rope in the corner and a
What?
couple of old barrels.
There's perfectly good rope in the corner.
Yes. Large, heavy rope like one might use to tie gate shut or operate tow
Oh,
things or pull
Okay.
heavy
So
machinery.
like, got it. Tracking.
No, not, yeah, like big rope, like
Mhm.
what you might find on a ship.
Like, yeah. Like that 2-inch thick.
Yeah. Super heavy hemp rope.
Right. Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
perfectly good rope just laying
Yeah.
around.
Yeah.
Steal that. Never mind. Good. Well, I mean, if there's nothing really outside of value, like, weren't there like giant rats out here or something last time?
No, that was down in the basement.
Yeah, before we got topside.
Oh, okay. There's supposed to be like deadly plants here or something.
and you said there was another set of double doors open that goes into the manor,
Into the
right?
courtyard, yeah.
Into the courtyard. All right, I'm gonna creep up and kind of nose around up there and see if I can
Okay.
smell anything with my lizard nostrils.
Let's see the map here.
Rotting meat.
Yes, I'm hungry.
All right, so in the courtyard, you see, the hedge obviously goes all the way around it. And the courtyard is pretty well shadowed by this hedge and a thin mist that lingers over the grass. All the buildings appear dark and quiet, and the odor of heather and ivy seems mixed with some sweetly sour, unwholesome essence. There are several topiaries which dot the dot the courtyard. There's a well in the middle, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings. One of them almost directly across from you is pretty large on the west side of the courtyard. There is a table near the well, with an overturned bottle of wine that is spilled onto the ground. There were 2 glasses. One of them has fallen over broken. And that's all you can see in the courtyard.
Okay.
Are there no murderous plants?
The only plants you see are the hedge and the topiaries.
Do I notice anything weird about them, or?
You would have to get closer to inspect them if you want to notice anything weird. But the area definitely does not smell good.
Oh. Well then.
Do we need to get a closer look at these plants, or what do we want to? Do we have to get near them to go into the mansion, or the manor? I mean.
Nope. You don't need to get anywhere near them. They're just kind of hanging out in random parts of the courtyard.
Okay. And you said there were 5 buildings across from me, right?
Yes. Yep, sort of arranged in a semicircle around the center. This is the largest one is directly across from you.
Do we want to wait for Marcus to get back, everybody, or?
Yeah, his dad called, so he had to step away for a second.
All right, you want to just hold for a bit, or what?
Yeah, we can go.
What do you want to do? You want to go to the big house or some of the smaller ones around the outer side?
I say go big or go home.
That's what I say. I say we go to the big house. That's where I want to go.
Let's go to the big house.
Okay.
I'm going to creep across to the front door of the big house.
Okay. It's a set of double doors. It's actually one side is open. There's even some broken crockery and a chair on the outside the door.
Oh, so it's already ajar.
It's already ajar, and you can see through the door. It appears to have been a dining hall, a very large table with several chairs around it. A couple of the chairs are overturned. Some of the crockery is broken. Looking to see if there's anything. There's some silverware, and some of the nicer dishes are still intact, but several of them are broken on the stones of the floor.
All right, I'm going to put my hand up and creak the door open and kind of step in cautiously. Do I need to roll perception or anything?
No, everything's pretty well in plain sight. You can see another door directly across the hall on the other side, a single door that's open onto a dark hallway. There's 2 windows on the walls to your right and left, and a stairway that goes up on the wall on your right.
You want to go up? Anybody?
You want to go upstairs first?
Or do you want to clear the bottom floor first before we go upstairs?
I would clear the bottom floor first,
Okay.
Yeah.
so we don't have anybody come up after us, and then we're stuck on that upper level.
Okay.
with
Mhm.
no exits. Sound like a plan?
Yep.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
So down the dark hallway.
Yeah.
Okay. You go through that single door, and that hallway goes not very far, maybe 15 feet before it turns to your left and opens up into a large hall. Wrong section here. There we go. It's a long hall with fine wood paneling and oversized curio cabinets. Hundreds of items and art objects are on display on small tables, in vitrines, and on benches. Some of them are overturned, a few are broken. Dozens of paintings and tapestries of various sizes hang from the walls and muffle the echoes of what would normally be present in the marble floored chamber. A double door leads outside, while two other doors go deeper into the manor. So let me look at this here so I can give you a description of where those doors are. Yeah, there's a set of double doors that that goes back into the hall, or back outside into the courtyard, and then there's another door on the other end of the hall from you, that's also slightly ajar.
Well, we already know what's out in the courtyard, so let's go to the door at the end of the hall.
Okay. Let me look here. What's this? Okay. And passing through that door, it opens up into a library, I believe. Yeah, you find yourselves in a large room lined with ceiling high bookshelves laden with bound tomes, parchment scrolls, and stacks of paper. Shelves are stuffed full and sag under the weight of their contents. A dozen amber-colored crystal lamps are fixed to the walls, and 3 more lamps stand on 2 central tables and a desk. Stairs in the western corner of the room lead up to the 2nd floor.
Might be something for the spellcasters in here.
What is that?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, do you guys have detect magic?
Yep. I will go ahead and throw a detect magic.
Gonna throw it. Just
Yeah.
gonna toss it out there.
I'm just tossing it out there. All 60-foot range.
Just lay it out.
Just laying it out.
All right.
Okay, let's just checking something. All right, you say cast detect magic.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is, but let me double check. Yes. There is a metal plate laying on one of the large tables amid other books and papers. You can see it peeking out. It's the only thing in the room that's actually giving off a magical aura.
It's a plate like a.
It's a thin silver sheet.
Oh, okay.
Is there anything on it? Like anything engraved?
There are names engraved on it. And it looks like space. They look like names anyway, and there's space for more.
Voodoo.
It's like Ara's list.
It's Death Note. It's a Death
Arya's
Note.
list or Death Note, yeah.
It's a Death Note. That's what it is.
And that would be from page 44. of TT.
Are there any familiar names on it?
No, none of your names are on there.
What about any of the names of the people that we know?
Do we recognize any names?
Yeah, Lal's name is on there.
Ah,
Is that Count Lulz?
Yep,
He did it for the lulz.
he did.
gosh.
Wow, his name is on there. Is it like Ancestry?
No, it's not quite that detailed. It's just a list of names.
And is there another door in here or just something that goes upstairs, you said?
Just
That
the stairs. Yeah, there's no door. Just the
Okay.
stairs that goes up.
So did we miss any other doors before we came in here?
Nope.
Just the courtyard doors, right? So we just
Yep.
have the upstairs then.
Yep.
Okay, well, that was quick.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna
Let's
start
go.
creeping up the stairs
Yep.
Okay.
and exploring.
All right. You get to the top of those stairs. Must be there. All right. You get to the top of those stairs and it comes to a hallway with an open door. And then beyond that, the hallway continues. You can see several doors on either side of the hallway going north.
Left or right?
You mean open the left doors first and then the right doors?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good with that. Let's go left
Kind of like
first.
go down and then turn
Yeah.
around and come back.
Yeah.
Okay, there's three. So there's three on the left. That
We'll take
first
door number 1, sir.
The first door on the left opens up into a bedroom. I think it's a bedroom. Yeah. Do we have a description? Yes. This bedroom looks like it once belonged to a child. Thick dust covers most of the furniture in the room, aside from a single wooden chair.
Can I roll perception to see if I notice anything off in this room besides the chair?
Sure.
Are
That's
there any areas that look like the dust has been settled?
Yeah, it looks like people have walked through this room, sat on the bed.
And that was a 20 on perception.
Okay. It doesn't look like any of the objects or possessions have been disturbed, which seems unusual. People have been in this room, but nothing appears to have been touched.
Okay.
Well, that's a little creepy.
A little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Huh.
Well, I think this room's pretty much taken care of. So the next one on the left.
Yeah,
let's go.
I wouldn't really feel great about tossing the little kid's room.
Not really.
That doesn't
No,
really.
I'm afraid that I'm like going to disturb a ghost and be possessed.
And we know what happened last time we messed with ghosts. So we'll just
let's-
leave that one alone.
Yeah, we're going to leave that one alone.
All right, the next one opens up into another larger bedroom. Smell of vinegar hangs in the air of this simple but well-appointed bedroom. There is 2 beds on the opposite, one on the north wall, one on the south wall. Your door is on the east wall. There's 2 wardrobes at the end of the beds. These appear to have been recently occupied. The wardrobes are open. Clothing is scattered as if somebody had, left in a hurry. The beds are a mess. You don't see anything. Nobody's in the room, and you don't see anything immediately of power that stands out, or a power of. Oh shoot! My brain just froze, and I lost the word I was looking for. Of worth, of value. That's the word I was looking for. Value. Anything of
I mean,
value in the room.
Wealth is power.
Yeah, it is. I was just like, my brain went dirt. I don't know that word.
I has the dumbs today.
Yeah.
So is this like, are the clothes that are kind of strewn about, are they like more adult clothes?
Yes, they're adult clothes, and
Okay,
quite a
so
few
this-
of them are yellow.
Oh, you might as well go destroy the dresser now because it has yellow clothes in it.
Just like gather up the yellow clothes.
Okay.
In a pile.
You now have a pile of yellow clothes.
Set it on fire.
Can we search the drawers, the dressers that are left there? Just in
Yeah.
case they, yeah, I'm gonna search the dresser to the north wall.
Okay.
Do I need to roll perception then? Was that what I need to roll?
Yeah. What's your perception roll?
Okay, then that was a 27.
Okay.
Lord.
You find in one of the drawers a bag of coins.
Ooh, bag o' coins.
Which color was your
Teal.
teal?
Yeah, is the blue one, yeah.
Darn it.
There is 720 gold coins to be precise.
Yikes. That's a lot.
Anybody else searching?
I'll search.
Oh,
Is
did
my
you?
detect magic still going off?
Does that follow you around?
Lasts for. Let's see, detect magic.
Trevor, I didn't catch how many coins I got.
720. I'm
Okay.
putting them in your bag here.
It lasts
Did I
6
get-
minutes.
6 minutes. Okay. Nothing you can see.
It's a 60-foot cone shape emanation.
Yep. Nothing you can see is magical. So if anybody's wondering, we use these for
Sure,
money
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
because it's fun to actually hold money when you're in person. We don't normally do this online if you're new to the stream.
Did anyone check the other drawer yet? The other dresser?
I'm giving everybody the opportunity to search. Who else is searching?
Okay.
I think Rachel said she was.
Yep.
Okay. In the drawer of the nightstand, you find a pearl from page 46 TT.
It's not magical.
Well, she doesn't have detect magic going, and it's in the drawer. So when she pulls it out, yeah, Circe's going to see that it's magical.
Ooh.
Pearl of power, bro. That's really good for you. Or like a spell storing thing.
I mean, I don't know what it does yet. I don't even know if I'm going to tell her anything.
Damn.
Oh.
Damn.
Wow.
It's like that.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, somebody tried to lift a book off me last time, so
Truth.
I have detect magic. I just don't have it memorized today, so I'll check tomorrow.
that's kind of meta there, isn't it?
Well, I pick it up and I go, there's something about this. I'm gonna pick it. I'll check it out later.
I guess if everybody else is, I will too.
Okay. You find in under the edge of the bed, Graven, you find a bottle of oil.
Oil?
Oil. Not that kind of oil. Not lotion. Oil.
Okay. What's it smell like?
machine oil. I don't know. I don't know what it smells like. It smells like oil. From page 46 TT.
Color is it?
Well, let me see if I can find out. I'm not sure. Might be clear. Oh, actually, you. Wow, this is actually really cool. It doesn't tell me. It's clear. No, it's not quite clear, but it's close. It's maybe the color of gun oil, but your character doesn't know what gun oil is. So.
By gun oil, you mean like stuff you clean guns with?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
You know how it's mostly clear, but it's
Yeah.
kind of got a smoky tint to it almost.
Mm-hmm. Hey, is that everybody?
I think everybody searched.
I
I
think so.
didn't.
No, you didn't.
Oh, he didn't.
Sorry.
You
Are you
find
going to?
in the other wardrobe, you find a stone
A
that
stone.
you
Is it?
immediately see as magical. Yes.
Oh,
I believe it is. Let me double check that it's magical. It's got to be.
also, I'm gonna swap my fox cutting out for eagle splendor. I hope you don't mind.
All right.
Did you just take the wrong ability?
Essentially, yeah. Fox cunning adds to intelligence, and eagle splendor adds to charisma.
In your charisma class.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it lasts a minute per round.
Yeah, it's a stone cube, and yes, it is magical.
The stone cube.
cube.
Okay,
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mark that down in.
Some people left in a real big hurry. They left
And that's
stuff
page
like this.
46 TT. Yeah, it makes you wonder what they took with them.
Okay.
Not really.
They took all the good stuff.
Did they though?
I don't know. There's no Vorpal Warhammer in here, so maybe they did.
Maybe they may have. Vorpal Warhammer. That's the best still. I mean, if I notice everybody's found something in this room, then I'm like, okay, I guess that's the room. Just snoop through people's stuff and take it. Let's
Yep.
On down to the
Yeah,
next
you
room, I guess.
Yeah, you guys
guess.
have pretty much ransacked everything, and there doesn't appear to be much else of value, unless you want some old yellow clothes.
That are now on fire.
Because Mark Graven doesn't like the color yellow.
No. All right, the next one down is a bedroom very similar to the one that you were just in. Also looks to have been recently and sloppily vacated.
So we can also search
Is
this
there
guy.
a body? No. Nope. And whoever vacated this room did a much better job of, like, all the drawers are overturned. The nightstand is laying on its side.
They like tossed this room.
Yeah, whoever was in this room must have been a little more diligent and valued their stuff a little more, because there is very little left in this room other than some extra clothes and undergarments.
Which get added to the burn pile.
Much nicer things, though. Whoever was in this room was not a common cultist.
like more of a leader.
It looks like it. I mean, they have like, there's definitely a woman, much better taste in underclothes and clothing, much better fabrics. So she clearly was more than your average yellow clad cultist.
Interesting. I thought cultists all have 1 speed.
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Nope.
All right.
So do we have one more room on this side or what?
Nope. That's the third.
That was the
one.
third
So
one.
okay.
So then we have the right side of the hallway. Which
Yep.
is,
Yep. So directly across from you is the door, and then back toward the other direction was the other door. Which one do you want to go for?
The one right across the hall where we're at.
Okay. So directly across from you, this door is partially open, and on the other side of it is, I believe, a meeting room. Yeah, a room that features a large fireplace and a round table with stuffed high-back chairs around it. The walls are decorated with patterned wallpaper and small paintings of the surrounding landscape. Against the walls are 3 large mahogany sideboards with brass candle holders. And double checking if there's anyone in here. And you left for the night. Okay, nope. This room is also unoccupied.
Okay.
This is just like a conference type room, like
It looks to be something like that. Maybe
Or
a
like a
meeting
dining
room or gathering area.
okay.
Much nicer than the dining hall downstairs.
Okay.
And then there's
But no like nooks and
door.
crannies or cupboards or anything.
No, there's a big fireplace. But the only thing on the sideboards is the brass candelabra, and then there's another door, which based on your spacing, you've got a pretty good guess that that door goes back downstairs to the dining room.
The fireplace still lit?
No,
Can I go inspect the fireplace?
you can. Appears to be a normal fireplace.
Can I search the fireplace?
Sure.
Oh golly. Like 26.
You don't find anything unusual about the fireplace.
It's kind of hoping there was a secret passageway.
I'm gonna go check the door to see if that's the stairs that lead downstairs real quick. I'm just gonna peek in.
It is. Yeah.
Okay. Confirmed.
It's the ones that lead back
Back down to the dining hall. Yeah.
earlier. Okay, yeah. So there isn't anything significant in this room.
No.
All right.
This is what happens when you take out the boss before you take out all the minions.
I know, right?
And give them all time to fuck off. They're like, that, screw this shit.
The boss is gone, so are we.
That almost reminds me of whenever we played at Gen Con and all of us played at the same table and we like tap danced all over that because I kept rolling 20s.
Right. But I wasn't there, but you
That's-
guys told me about it. You guys
It's pretty
and,
good.
Yeah.
and
Brett
you
was there.
guys you guys
Yeah.
covered the orb in the sack or whatever and it
Yeah.
just won the game.
Yeah, I always tell people, don't plan too much. You never know what the players are going to do.
Well, and he rolled a 20. So the DM was like, what am I supposed to do? I
Right.
mean, that was obviously pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah.
And it was creative too. So he's like, I can't not reward the creativity there.
Yeah. No, you're
Yeah.
right.
So want to go back down to the next room in the hallway then?
Yeah.
There's nothing in here. Okay. Next
Yeah, there
room.
doesn't seem to be anything vitally important in here.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any kind of clues. So
All right. You head back down to the other door. on that side of the building, and it opens up into a very large, well-appointed bedroom. Probably the master of the house would have slept here. It's decorated with pseudo. I don't even know how that's relevant. It's very well decorated, intricate patterns carved in the wood paneling. Sumptuous four-poster bed with minaret-like canopy sits against the southeastern wall. The furniture includes an ebony writing desk, a large L-shaped armoire. There is a fireplace in the northwest corner and 2 doors in the south wall and lots of windows that overlook the courtyard.
I mean, this is the room we toss for sure for information. Because if any room, Mel spent time in any room, it would have been this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. The master.
Okay, yeah, so that would be gone too. Okay, so you guys are going to toss the room.
Yep.
All right, and since okay, where's that from? All right, spacious armoire, rather disorganizing, grimy, contains an eclectic collection of expensive clothing, an ample cloak, a fur coat, frock, couple of silk turbans, a wide-brimmed hat, a half dozen shirts, all men's clothing, all dusty. It's been here a while.
This is all Lowell's clothes.
And in a worn-out gray cloak, you can see a folded piece of parchment is sticking out of one of the pockets. On the writing desk, there's a disorderly stack of handwritten notes.
You said there was a note in the pocket of the cloak?
There's a folded piece of parchment sticking out, yes.
Let's read that out loud to the class.
All right. When you pull that out and open it up, it appears to be a permit to visit an inmate of the Greenbrier Asylum named Ulver Zandalis, which is issued by the administrator of the hospital.
Over
Is that the hospital we escaped from?
That would be.
was Oliver Zandalis was the guy, the nightmare guy.
That was the kid.
Yeah, he's the one responsible for the tattered man. So this is Lowell's cloak,
Yep.
because he wanted to go talk to that guy, the young. I guess he was a young man, but not really a kid.
Oh yeah.
He'd been there since he was a kid, right? Because he was a little bit different. He had nightmares and stuff, right?
Something like that.
But he's the one responsible for the tattered man thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, this is a connection.
Yeah.
That it would be.
What about the papers on the desk?
Most of them are handwritten notes, things that you really can't make heads or tails of. But the last note on top mentions someone called the Mad Poet, who told Lowell's to look for a book called the Necronomicon. In the note,
Why would you do that?
The note, he mentions your group as his companions in this revelatory dream that he had. I'm sorry. So the note is describing what he calls a dream journey, where he talks to the mad poet about this book. He mentions that you guys accompanied him on the dream, and says the sacrifice of their minds put them into a fugue state, but they lived unable to remember their lives or react to outside stimuli. In his last note, he says that you are to be turned over to the warden of Greenbrier according to our agreement. And after you read and share that, it triggers a memory where you recall accompanying the Count to a dreamlike desert and speaking to an old man called the Mad Poet.
So we got a piece of our memories back.
Yeah. So while you were working with him, he took you somewhere out of this world to talk to somebody called the Mad Poet.
Does it say where this guy is located?
It does not. It just mentions a dream state or a dream journey.
Don't you have herbs that cause dream states?
Yeah, I have all kinds of those herbs that she was mixing together to. I don't think we necessarily know what her formula was.
You should totally experiment with that.
Yeah, experiment. Do it.
I already took that shit once.
Books that talk, and scream, herbs that dream.
So is that all that we found at this room, or is there anything
That
else
is-
in here? That's
There's
it.
nothing of value. Whatever was of value must have been taken a long time
Okay.
ago.
So just one more room to go, right?
There's
Hold on.
2 doors in the south wall of this room.
So, Lulz is looking for the Necronomicon.
Yes.
That's fucking wonderful.
Which you guys have never heard of. Not even you magic users.
Well, I'm just assuming the Latin necro mean dead.
Yeah.
And the rest of it mean book of.
Yeah, it doesn't sound good in any way you slice it. No.
Right. That sounds terrible. So we went on a dream journey
Yes.
to talk to the Mad Poet about where the Necronomicon is. Is that what I'm getting?
It doesn't say where. He just says the Mad Poet tells him that he needs to look for it, needs to find it.
So the Mad Poet
And
is the bad guy. Got it.
and hold on, did we only meet this Count in the dream state, or did we meet him physically too? Or
Well, you
or is it only-
you guys have already learned that you used to work here. You used to work
okay.
for Count Lulz. And then something happened. You didn't know what happened, and now you do, or at least you think you do, because
We have another piece to the puzzle,
Right.
at least.
Okay.
Right. So we worked for this guy.
Yeah.
We took him on this dream journey.
Yeah.
To meet this Mad Poet.
Mhm.
And upon returning, we were catatonic.
Pretty much, yeah.
But he wasn't.
Right. Well, it specifically says that your sacrifice, the sacrifice of their minds, put them in a fugue state. So something must have happened based on what you can say, what you can garner from this. I'm looking to see if it actually gives a description, because it says you're supposed to recall it, but I don't know if it's literally that paragraph or if there is a whole thing that you're supposed to recall for this dream journey. But I look for a section of like what was the actual events, and I don't see it. You're just it's kind of a memory, I guess.
Right. So I'm just trying to put together what we knew
Right.
with this new piece of information.
Yeah, it doesn't give me, so it must just be that little snippet is what you're remembering.
Okay. We don't remember what like they talked about specifically outside of
Exactly.
that.
Yep.
Okay, he needed to find the Necronomicon.
Right.
Okay. And we don't know why he wanted it.
Exactly. You have no idea why.
Lulz came to this guy. This guy told him he needed to find the Necronomicon.
Right. So he clearly wanted something, and that must be how he's supposed to get it.
Well, I have an idea. Anybody else want to guess?
No, go for it.
Lulz wants to resurrect his daughter. Or son,
Yeah.
right?
Necronomicon, yeah.
It's the Book of the Dead.
Hmm.
Or what I perceive due to the necro part. And it's a book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's that child's room, which wasn't disturbed. They were just
Oh.
visitors.
Could be.
That's Graven's running theory right now.
Sure, why not?
Pretty good one.
Seems as good as any.
Yeah.
So how's this cult tie into that?
Maybe he's just using them.
Or maybe they're using him.
Or it could be a bit of column A, bit of column B.
Bit of both.
Bit of both. Well, maybe we want to know more about the kid. Go through the room a little bit more.
We need to know more about the Necronomicon.
That too. It's not that fleshy book, is it?
No. Tell me it's not the fleshy book. Trevor.
It's totally the fleshy book.
So we need to know more about the Mad Poet. We need to know more about the Necronomicon, and we need to know more about Lulz and his family.
Sure, all of the above.
Okay. Was there more to this mansion?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot more. There's 2 more doors in this room.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Derek, pick one.
One on the right.
Pick a door, any door.
One on the right.
One on the right opens up into a small room.
I chose poorly.
It's the mop. It's the mop closet.
Yeah, I chose the mop closet apparently.
Appears to be a small study. The walls of this room are lined with fine wood panels. The furniture includes a desk sitting under a window opposite the door, high back chair, and a couple of small bookcases packed tight with scrolls, volumes, and notebooks.
This looks like it'd be fun for the spellcasters again, maybe.
This is another. We need to look through this room a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are going to search this room. I'll give you a breakdown here. You find some notes in the journals and books scattered about the desk. One of them holds an account of Lal's interviews with Ulver Zandalis, which took place at Greenbrier Asylum. Though Zandalis was mute, Lal's would interview him while he drew his charcoal drawings of the mysterious city. And during the process, details would emerge which Lal's would interpret. In later interviews, Lal's made use of magic to read the man's thoughts. Through this process, Laos was able to learn about a distant lost city in some nameless desert that reportedly featured 3 star stellae, or obelisks with star patterns on them, identical in shape and arrangement to those in Westmore. In the last pages of the notebook, Laos stops relating what he learned from his interviews and begins writing with a maniacal fervor about his obsession with the city and his belief that its discovery alone could repair his academic reputation. You find a map which shows a lake in the lands to the south. Shows the ocean in the lands to the north. He's drawn a route from Westmore to an unnamed location to the north, tracing a line along the river. I'm trying to remember the name of the river. I can't remember what the name of the river is, but there's a river that heads north from Westmore, meets with a larger river that heads north from the city that's east of you guys. It heads up into the wilderness, and it looks like he's marking points on it as if he's mounting an expedition north into the wilderness. And then you find a list of equipment, supplies, and a number of slaves the Count plans to purchase for the final leg of the expedition, scribbled on a piece of parchment.
Well, that map's now ours.
Other books are and
Yeah.
there's a trunk. There's a small locked trunk.
Oh, rogue, pick the lock.
It's a mimic.
Poke it with my sword.
It does not move.
I poke it harder with my sword.
It still doesn't move.
All right.
One more time, even harder.
Just in case.
It's a 15. Disabled device. 25.
To pick the lock.
Yep.
That would do it. Inside, there is a red, so all of this is from page 48 and 49 TT. There's a slim red leather book which has runes carved into its binding.
A slim red leather book.
Yep.
I yell spellcasters and I throw it up behind me in the air.
Fight. Actually, there's a few more books. Looking here, so there's 2 scrolls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Holy crap! 13, 14. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24 books.
It's like a trunk full of books.
Yeah, all of them much nicer. And obviously they're important because they were in this trunk rather than on the bookcases with all the other books.
Right.
Curious if any of these are actually
These seem important.
Right?
Perhaps we should store these away and take them with us.
Oh, these are going with us.
Yeah.
looking to see if these are like magical books or not. Okay. So yeah, you've got the 24 books and the 2 scrolls from the chest, page 48 and 49.
And then the shiny red book.
And the red book, yeah.
It has some kind of ruins on it. But no, let's try literally on. I'm like, I hold it up. I'm like, spellcasters. It has ruins. It feels like a you guys thing.
It is a us thing.
Yeah, those are gonna go with us at some point. Yeah. Well, we know where Lowell's went now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe.
Potentially, but I think we have a pretty good idea, don't we?
Potentially know where he went. Or he planted this so we would find it so he could follow us.
We'll never know.
Oh no, we will know. Because we're going to go look.
Ooh, excuse me.
So it said he needed slaves? What did he need slaves for?
I don't know. The list of equipment is quite large.
So it's just like, he just needed people to like carry stuff for the
Probably.
expedition.
Yes.
Or does it have a more terrible meaning?
Mm. Good question.
Possible sacrifices. Okay. Well, outside of like opening up 24 books and finding out what's inside them, I feel like we should probably move on.
Move on. Yeah, instead
Take
of
'em with
reading
us.
every
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, these books are gonna have to be like later on once we get back
Yeah.
into town.
Mm-hmm.
There should be another room here.
The one to the left, right?
The one
Yeah,
to the left,
to the
right?
left, right. Yes, left, right.
Left,
The
right,
left, right?
That door opens up into a stairwell leading up.
Oh, up again, huh? Well, we got one more door before we go up, right?
I think that's it.
Checked every door on this level.
I thought there were 3 on each side.
Nope. 3 on the
Oh.
left, 2 on the right.
Okay. All right. Well, then we're good to go upstairs.
Yeah.
I'll go.
All right.
Of course you will.
The stairs,
You are the meat
barbarian.
shield.
Yeah.
stairs lead to a large attic area with slanted ceilings supported by wooden trusses, beams, and rafters. The ceiling slopes down from the highest beams in the middle to the lowest on the perimeter, where several ugly fibrous plants sprout from clay pots, barely illuminated by a few dormer windows. The air smells of dust, mold, and decay. The peak of the roof is about 15 feet up. The attic is mostly clear with a few boxes and crates scattered here and there and potted plants along the outer walls. When you reach the top, you see a dark figure in a tattered dress fleeing toward the opposite end of the hall. And an old woman's voice, pleading with you to go away and not look at her.
Anybody else want to talk to the ghost thing?
Is
I don't
she-
really. I don't have good communication skills, so
Hey, lady. I have the best communication skills. Is it a ghost? Is it like you can see through it kind of thing? Or
It didn't. Well, it kind of did, I think. Let me check. Let me double check that. There's a dark figure in tattered clothes, but I'm not sure about the state of the figure. Let me see what she looked like. Oh, that's not her. There she is. I do believe what little you saw of her, she did look actually partially see-through, but you're not sure. It's kind of dim up here.
Does she do anything whenever I call out?
Sorry, no, she doesn't appear that way. That's just something else. No, she just says, please don't come any closer. I don't want you to see me.
I naturally come closer.
You-
She, as you do approach, she screams in rage like a wounded animal and comes rushing out of the dark toward you. Let me give you a description of her real quick before we jump into this. It is an old woman wearing a tattered black dress. She appears to have...
She the tentacle lady?
Where is a physical description of her? Okay, so yeah, her like half of her face is kind of messed up. Her hair is tattered. She does have what appear to be small tentacles growing from like her arms and her side, and she smells kind of rank.
She's
She has
smelly.
suckers on the bottom side of one of her forearms, like an octopus. Yeah, there's something definitely not right about this creature who is rushing you very quickly. So we are going to need initiative for just me and Shayra at first, since she's the closest one.
Closest slash crazy one.
But you wouldn't want to go talk to her.
I know.
Yeah.
14.
Okay, you have the initiative on her.
Ooh.
So she is rushing you. What are you going to do?
And first of all, cast Skin. So that's my
Okay.
action.
All right. She lashes out with her tentacles, 2 long ones, in your direction. And so you get your bark skin off, which is giving you a 21 armor class. She hit you twice, knocking you back, possibly down.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I want to
Oh,
step
that's
in
not
when I
that
can.
hard. Okay. Yeah, pretty hard hit. And now everybody else, give me initiative. What do you got, Graven?
8.
Saracen?
22.
So
And
fast.
Nemo.
16.
You guys are all so fast.
All right.
It's like I
Saracen,
designed this character that way or something. I don't know.
Saracen, you are top of the round. What do you going
Oh
to
boy. I'm gonna use a spell I picked up again.
do? All right.
Magic missile.
Okay.
Remember when I got rid of that?
Remember when I got rid of it? It's
Remember
back.
when we gave you shit
It's
for
back.
get rid of the best spell in all of roleplaying?
It'd be 3 bolts or 4 this time. Level 6.
I don't know, man.
1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Okay, so 3.
Yeah.
13 damage.
Okay.
Look at you lay out the damage. Jesus.
All right. Nemo, you're up, buddy.
Now, can I do the intimidate attack, and can I do intimidate and attack this round, or could I do only one? Can I only do one?
You can only do one.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna rage and attack then, and
Okay.
step in. How close am I? Was I close enough? I mean, how far
You're
away?
close enough to move up and attack. Yeah.
Okay. Without blocking anybody else?
Depends on what other people. No, the attic's big enough that you guys can all get in there.
Okay. Oh my God, that was almost a 1, but not quite. I only rolled with the bonus, 16 still.
That would be a miss.
Okay.
And Shayra.
How am I feeling?
That was a pretty good hit. You're feeling pretty beat up.
Can I step backwards without taking an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Or giving her an attack of
Yeah,
opportunity?
you can make a direct retreat backwards. Yes.
Okay. I'll do that. And Can I stabby her with my spear on my way as I step back? I should be able to do that. I got reach, right?
Yes, you can make a tactical retreat like that. Yeah.
Let's see. 22.
That will hit.
Okay. Seven.
Okay. All right, it's her turn. So you step back. Nimmo is right there. Hold on a second. I missed something.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I got it.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta let the dog out.
Okay.
Okay. Trying to decide what else she wants to do.
She lays down, takes a nap.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm so sleepy.
She is going to use Shocking Grasp. She's going to start casting, which is going to give Nimmo an attack of opportunity when he gets back. Okay. Do you have, Marcus, do you have Nimmo's touch armor class marked down?
Second here. Is touch AC is just Dex plus magic.
Yep.
And that is 14.
Okay.
Does the +1 for magic armor count? Or just the other magic items?
I think it's just the other magic items.
Yeah, 14.
Okay. But I can't do anything because we need Nimmo to make his attack of opportunity so she can make her con check.
What did I miss?
She is casting a spell which is going to give Nimmo an attack of opportunity. So I need you
Oh.
to roll that for me.
Oh, you want me to roll it now?
Yep.
Is it just my regular attack?
Yep. Just a regular attack.
That's 28.
That will definitely hit. Give me damage.
$17 damage.
Okay, so that was definitely enough to break her concentration. And let's see how badly. Let's see if there's any spell backfire. There is. So her entire body is briefly outlined in an electrical current. All right, and Graven, it's now your turn.
Interesting. I don't want to touch her now.
It's gone. It was like
Oh,
a
okay.
brief. I think she was hit with a taser.
I just will get in position to hurt her a great deal. And then attempt to hurt her a great deal.
Okay.
Hurt her a lot. Kick her
That's
ass.
a 20.
Kick her ass, sea bass. That'll hit.
That's a, no, I mean, it's a 20 on the dice.
Ah, yes, definitely. Definitely hit with a crit.
So I'm at 3d6 now.
Excuse me. Oh my gosh.
I know, I feel ya.
It's been a long week.
Mhm.
32.
32 damage.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. Is that all of it?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
and
I moved like probably a full move to get to her.
Gonna be bleeding too. Back to the top of the round. Searson. She is now in melee combat with Nimmo and Graven.
Let's see here.
How's she
Uh,
look?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a ghost.
yeah, she's not looking great at all.
Another 3 missiles going at her.
Okay,
It's an auto hit, so
right.
makes things
Take it.
easy. 12 damage that time.
Nice.
Okay. And Nimmo, it is now your turn.
All right, smashy smash with the great axe.
Go it. Do it.
$23.
Yes, that'll hit.
Oh, I rolled the 12 damage, so it's 12 plus 13, so I did 25 or
Yeah,
25 damage.
she's obliterated. Nimmo practically cuts her in half with his great axe. There is almost a sigh of relief and a smile on her face when she falls to the ground.
Did she leave ectoplasm?
No, she leaves a really weirdly deformed body bleeding on the. Most of her stuff, like I said, her clothing and everything is tattered and old. She is wearing a nice ring and a really intricate belt.
Ooh, shiny. I like the intricate belt.
I'm gonna throw another detect magic.
The belt and the ring are magical.
Ooh.
Those are from page 60 of TT.
We should pull those 2 items.
Well, I mean, they were fancy, so yes.
Well, I'm just saying somebody should pull those 2 items.
Belt.
And I don't think anything else in the attic is magical.
Belt and a ring from 60. Okay.
Yep.
She look familiar? Like she's
Yes. Now that you're looking at her closely, she does kind of look like one of the women in the painting you saw downstairs in the art hall.
one of the women in the paintings in the art hall.
In the town?
No, in the hall downstairs. The hall with all the art and
Oh, okay.
statues and everything.
Is there anything else that we notice in the attic? Anything hidden? Any hidden passageways that we can? Should I roll perception check?
Ways, but you do find hidden in one of the potted plants is a folded leather pouch.
Folded leather pouch. Okay.
Yes.
Find more money?
Yeah. Did I get more money?
You find there is jewels and jewelry in this pouch.
Jewels and jewelry.
Yeah, from page 49 of TT.
All right, I got that written down then.
Cool. Um, how do I like take her down to the art room and see who she matches up to in the armor.
Carry her down there.
Just take her head. You only need the head.
You are like collecting heads.
Yeah,
That's
you're just keep it
cool.
going.
I'm not. I have a head, and it's actually at the church.
I think the lights just flickered here. That's weird. Huh. Okay, so you carry her down.
Yeah.
There's actually a portrait of a woman that looks a lot like her on one of the walls. It's an older woman. Her name, there's actually a nameplate on the painting. Namira Lowles is the name.
Is she on the list too from the plate?
No,
Okay.
So is this Louse's wife or mother?
would be.
Yeah. That's something we can ask the churchy people.
Yeah.
All right. So did we explore this whole big mansion?
Best you can tell, yes.
Okay. So we have 4 other smaller little
What's-
buildings,
What,
right?
what is best we can tell? What does that mean? That doesn't like go into every room and take 20 until we find the secret.
No, there were no secret doors.
Okay. So did we not search the whole mansion?
You searched the whole mansion, yes,
Okay.
from what you could see.
From what we can tell, we searched the whole mansion.
What we can see. It's like you don't find any traps.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Useful information.
Yes.
All right. I feel really weird about this lady. I feel like we should take her back to the church. And have them investigate her. Anybody else?
You can take her. I'm not carrying her.
Yeah.
You can carry her.
Cool. I'm doing it then.
Well,
Yeah.
do we
Like,
want
if
it
there's
before?
nothing else to check out
before-
here at the mansion, then
No, there's still 4 buildings though. There's 5 buildings, a mansion, and 4 other smaller buildings.
Yeah, there's other buildings.
There's other buildings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm confused. I thought there was
Just put the head in your bag, in your little satchel.
No,
Carry it with you.
taking the whole body.
We'll just set it on the steps for now, and we'll investigate these other ones
Right, that's the plan.
first. So which one we going to first? How's this laid out again, Trevor?
So there's 3 buildings north of the main manor house, and there's 1 smaller building to the south of it.
Go to the south one and get it out of the way.
Yep, south one, get it out of the way.
Okay. Let's see what this was here. Let's see what it would be like now.
I'm assuming there's not an addendum in this adventure. It's like if they kill the boss and have to come back.
Yeah, no, I have to completely figure all this out myself. Like, what would still be there? What wouldn't? Who could have left? Who didn't? What did they take with them? This small 1-story building appears to be an outhouse and bathhouse.
Yeah, no need to go in there.
It's a bathhouse, though.
So there's a large wooden bathtub, fireplace, and a small shelf that holds bars of soap, towels, brushes, and pieces of pumice stone.
And a toilet.
And a toilet.
So it's just a bathhouse.
Which is why it's the lone building to the south as opposed to the 3 buildings in the north.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reminds me of the in Ireland whenever they talked about dumping everything out of that window, and then having somebody. No, it was at the top of this big,
in the castle.
in the castle, like the big
Mhm.
turret, and it would just all go down to the bottom, and then like what did they say? Like once a year, some guy would have to go in there and clean it out.
Right.
Yeah. Yay. Uh,
The best job
yeah.
ever.
Sanitation.
The worst job ever, especially back then.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I always thought when I was a kid, I'm like, I would have loved to live in medieval times. And the older I've
No,
gotten, I'm like, no, I wouldn't.
No.
no, not after seeing all of that.
Nah,
Nope, that's
I
a
like
hard pass for
sanitation.
me.
Also, castles aren't what you think they are.
No,
Once you've actually seen a castle,
Oh no. They're
it's like, oh, that's. While that is like top tier living, that is like, yikes.
yeah. Oh yeah.
we learned a lot.
Yeah. They didn't point that kind of stuff out when I went to the German and Austrian castles. Like that was left out information. Because those castles are like very decorative and nice, and they
Yeah.
have like all this history in them.
Yeah.
So they don't need to tell you fun things like that.
Oh yeah. There's a huge difference between Dark Age castles and Renaissance castles that have been kept
Right.
up over the years.
Right.
Yeah.
So the ones that you see in like Austria and Germany are really pretty, really nice.
Maybe they had evolved to a point where they weren't
They weren't
they
battle
weren't fighting.
castles.
They weren't fighting in the nude.
Right.
Right. They weren't necessarily battle castles. I mean, battles happened there, but like
Right.
it wasn't not like they had in Ireland. Not
No,
Yeah.
those castles were designed for one thing:
murder.
murder.
When you had a huge disparity of wealth between those two societies
Hmm.
in a major time. I mean, everybody's like castles came from this time. Like castles were being built over hundreds of years. So the castles you see in Ireland and Scotland, and some of those are vastly different than castles that would have been built in Central Europe, during the height of the Holy Roman Empire. Just
Right.
not even the same caliber.
Right. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah.
So where did we leave off at?
The
The
bathhouse.
outhouse.
The outhouse. Okay. So then we need to check the other 3 buildings.
Yes, because this one probably not a lot in here.
No, I'm not even gonna. Yeah.
I mean, this is probably the place you like most, but
Yeah, you probably do like this place.
like,
No, I'm a lizard, not a rat. All right, so you guys, we hightailing it to the other 3.
right.
Okay, so essentially 3 buildings to the north. There's the one on the right is smaller. They get progressively larger as you move from the right to left.
We'll just start with a small one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this small building is a lot of these outer buildings were like utility buildings. This is a well-appointed lounge, it appears to be. It includes a brick fireplace, a mahogany table with 3 matching chairs, and an antique sideboard near the foot of the stairs. There's a loft upstairs. Let's see here. Oh, that makes sense. The upper floor is much larger than the small floor, the overhang.
So is this like mother-in-law's quarters?
That might be a good way to describe what this would be. Yeah. I'm just looking to see if there's going to be any occupants. The building downstairs ends the sort of a loft upstairs where like sleeping quarters are, have all been ransacked. There is a small trunk up at the end of the bed that has been busted open, and you can see that it was locked, but somebody busted it and took its contents, probably when they fled. Not much else, nothing. Yeah, nothing else of value in this particular building.
All right. Well, that was kind of a bust then,
Next one.
but it never hurts to check.
Yeah,
Never
gotta
hurts to
check.
check.
You never know what we're gonna miss.
I think this one is a barn-like structure. Yes. So the next building is a single-story carriage house and stable. There is one carriage with a broken wheel. The horses, if there were any, have been taken. Let's see if there's anything else. There's nothing else really of value in here. There's some tools like, for the care of horses, brushes and horseshoes and clamps and nails and hammers and all that kind of stuff. Pitchfork for the hay, but nothing of value other than that.
All right, last one, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This next room appears to be probably servants' quarters. The main floor is just a very large, maybe a common room where people would have eaten, with a kitchen on the back. There's several small tables and stools, a fireplace. All of it, everything was left in a hurry. Stuff is knocked over. Food is still sitting on plates. And then upstairs appears to be the servants' quarters. There is just one large open sort of common sleeping chamber with 8 beds, some cabinets and trunks. I'm going to see if there's anything. You might find there. Nothing also there. Most of this is common clothing. A few valueless personal items that were left behind, but it does look like whoever was here also picked up and left very quickly. And that's all that you find.
Well, I guess it's time for Graven to take his body back to town.
I need to do some quick calculations. We're going to go ahead and do experience because this pretty much is all of what was in the manor. Basic, since everything was gone and you guys did overcome all the encounters, even though the encounters, you overcame them by literally getting rid of what made them be here. We're going to do experience as if you had fought everything.
I like that.
There's the one difference one big difference I've found.
What's that?
I would have not done that for him.
Well, you still defeated everything.
Did we
You
though?
Well, yeah. Oh, shit. Why did that happen?
Uh-oh.
You did defeat. You just didn't do it in the conventional way, but you did
Right? We did it.
everything.
Shut up, Marcus.
I am not a kind master.
So you guys are going to head back to town, I take it.
Graven, make sure you don't forget your body.
Yep. I'm taking the body back because I want to know who she is and if she's Lulz's wife or mother. We can speak with dead.
Oh,
See if we can't get answers.
that's right. You have that device.
I meant maybe like a cleric can cast speak with the dead.
Oh. You don't
Remind
wanna-
me about the device. I forgot about it.
That thing, of course, I reminded you of that
That
thing.
soul sucking thing, the thing
Yeah.
that devours the person's soul while you're talking. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great. That's totally what we want to use. The
Oh.
things that are off limits to Rachel's character.
Right.
The book. The soul sucking device.
Right. All the fun stuff.
Right. Can't have the crazy lady playing with fun things. Shit gets weird then.
It does. Damn, this might put you guys over again.
Holy smokes.
9,500 experience points.
Dang.
That ought to get me close to leveling again. I think 9,500.
Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah, what do you need for 6th
Well,
level?
Like there's probably an encounter in every one of those rooms. Or most
And
of
we
them.
get bonus for not having to really do it.
Do it.
What I said, you did it. Hey, the problem with not doing that is, though, you guys would be seriously underpowered.
For the next stint.
Didn't, yes.
Yeah, we're not quite there. We needed 35,000. That put us at 32,500. So
Okay.
damn close.
So close.
Wait,
95.
that might put me over though.
Derek, you might very well
Yeah.
go over again. So that'll
Right.
be cool. You'll be almost right there with us then.
Yeah, I'll just save that for the
Solid.
next time. I wrote down the experience, what it is, and I'll just actually, Rachel, I might get a hold of you again ahead of time and do something like that.
Can we whip out the identify on all those items?
Yeah.
Or, so we want to do that first?
Yeah.
Give me some page numbers.
The stone cube was TT46. I had it written down and I had a character sheet up on my screen and I saved that character sheet as a PDF. And when I reopened that PDF, everything was gone.
Oh no.
What? That's weird.
So
Stone cube is called a stone of alarm.
Alarm spell.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Cool.
Portable alarm spell.
Nice.
I have something from 46.
Yes.
The oil.
That is an oil of silence.
perfect for you.
I don't know about perfect for me. Perfect for a lot of things.
What about the assorted jewels and jewelry 49 TT?
None of those are magical.
Awesome. I'm gonna sell them.
Awesome.
Oh, and then the plate that we found in 44 TT.
The plate is called, where'd it go? It's called a book plate of recall.
Was that the one on page 44?
Yes.
Yes.
Basically, that item, if you etch your name into it and then put it in a book, you can call that book to you at any time from any location.
Interesting.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So,
you
I can get the fleshy book?
Yeah, any
If you
book.
put it in the book,
Yeah, you gotta put it in
No.
the book. Yeah.
Oh, not that book. She's not getting her hands on that book anymore.
What? He's no fun.
Won't let you play with the screaming book. It's awful.
We also have the belt and ring.
Oh yeah, the belt.
60.
Yes.
And I have a pearl.
And
You
the
do. The
Does she
pearl
kn-
is a pearl of power, 2nd level.
What the hell did I do with my pin?
I'm so smart.
And okay, so the belt is a belt of mighty constitution +2. And the ring is a ring of protection +1.
Who has the lowest AC?
Who doesn't already have one?
I'm assuming Rachel.
I just got bracers, but yeah, I don't
19,
need a
19. Nemo has the lowest armor class.
But he also has already has a ring.
Yeah.
I have
so,
one ring of protection. Yeah.
And I have one.
Yeah.
I have one too.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
okay.
Do you already have
I've got the bracers of armor.
and ring of protection is deflection, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. So they'll stack.
Oh dear lord, 23 AC now.
There you go. Don't say we didn't ever give you anything.
I didn't need it.
You
Wow.
say that now.
I'm
But
going to encourage
I mean, might
Belt
turn
of
it down.
Constitution. I feel like that's probably a barbarian thing.
Yeah, I kind of thought so too.
Yeah.
Because the Belt of Constitution will give them +2 to Constitution,
Yeah.
which will up his hit points.
Can you add that? Can you add that on my sheet, Marcus?
Yeah.
And add that in. I'll write it down too. So what's the belt called? Belt of.
Belt of Mighty Constitution, +2. And that'll give you an 18 con, which will give you another.
More hit points.
Yay!
Another
I want
hit
to be a
point per
meat
level.
shield.
So you're
We're just gonna push
slowly
you out
getting
there.
more and more hit points.
What's
Wait,
that take
just
him up
one?
to then?
Is it retroactive?
Yes.